morning, everybody. Time for another shave. This time we're going over West Coast Shaving's Fougere. This is in their Jojoba Shave Cream base, which is produced by Catie's Bubbles. And it's a Fougere. So if you're familiar with Fougere, you know what you're getting into. If not, Fougere is French for fern. And I'm going to go ahead and step over here because I'm actually going to show you guys something. So this is a cream. It looks like a soap. I'll get into the scent here in a little bit. So I'm going to take just a bit. I'm going to go ahead, smear that all around. And I'll talk to you guys about the scent and what Fougere is as I'm lathering. So today we are using the Excalibur Rustics with the cashmere knot. A little water in there to start. So back to fern. So fern, right, doesn't really have a scent. Doesn't really have a scent at all. It is French for fern, but what a Fougere is generally supposed to remind you of is being in the forest with all the foliage and the greenery around you, with a little bit of that damp earth smell. The first Fougere that was out there was Houbigant Fougere Royale, Fougere Royale. It was produced, I want to say, back in the 1880s. Might be the early 1900s. I'm not positive. And some popular Fougeres that you might be possibly, you might be familiar with is English Fern by Penhaligon's, Trumper's Royal Fern, or Wild Fern, excuse me, Martin de Fougere, just to name a few. It is not an aquatic by any stretch of the imagination. So this Fougere right here kind of gives me the impression of all of those. The Houbigant Fougere, the Martin de the English Fern, the Wild Fern. I get a little bit of each of them. Strength to tub out of the scent is about a 2. It's about a little bit on the weaker side of medium. See how it does once it's lathered up. Again, this is their jojoba cream. It's gotten excellent reviews. And it seems to be a bit on the thirsty side. Although I think I just hit about where I want to be with those squirts. So I've used so again, these scents were produced for by both Oleo and Catie's Bubbles. All 5 got produced in both the cream and the soap. And I've used a bunch of Oleo, like I was saying yesterday. I haven't used any of Catie's Bubbles luxury shave cream, so figured I'd pick up a few of these. So I picked up 3 of the 4 scents I picked up in the cream base. So one thing I want to note is the packaging. So if you noticed, you got the Fougere, all right, it's got the stylized, little fancy floral border. And then you look at something like Oriental, and it's slightly different to something like the Chypre, which again is something completely different again. So they did a very nice job with the packaging on this. Each one is unique in its own way, but it's still understated and pretty simple. So good job, West Coast Shaving. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to do my hot towel, and we'll get on with the shave. All right. Alright guys, before we get into the shave, I forgot to go over what I'm using. So I'm using the Feather SS Camisori. This has a brand new Feather Pro Guard in it. So yeah, let's get right into it. So strength of scent, again off the tub, would be about a 2. On the face, it actually exploded quite a bit more than I was expecting. I would actually call it around a 3.5, which is pretty impressive considering it starting out midweek, medium week. Yeah, it's got a good sheen to it. It's Friday. Congratulations for making it through the end of the week, everybody. Not killing yourselves or killing anybody else. It's always a bonus. Having never used Catie's Bubbles Cream, I will say the slickness on this is surprisingly good. I know it's gotten a lot of stellar reviews. And not to say those reviewers are biased or wrong. Far from it. But I have just never had really good luck with creams being able to provide the amount of slickness, and other in-shave properties that I get from other from soaps. This is looking promising though, but yeah, we'll see. I'll do one more pass for the camera. And we'll check the residual. The sheen on this is pretty impressive. You guys aren't going to believe me on this, but the slickness I'm experiencing just right there is equivalent to what I experienced with Icarus. There, guys. Sorry I'm not talking. am actually quite speechless. I was expecting it to be good. Don't get me wrong. I was expecting this to be good. But not this good. This is impressive. Wow. Wow, that's yeah. The last soap base that got me to do this, that really just shut me up, first time I used it was the Icarus base. Oh, when I used it the first time with Santal Austere. Alright, let's look at the residual, see, that's usually a big point of contention with me and creams. There's no cushion there, of course, but I would be able to do a pass on the residual. I'm kind of hitting myself right now for not picking any of Catie's bubble stuff up earlier. Alright guys, I'm going to finish my last pass and I'll be right back. One thing I wanted to show you guys is I did want to pull the lather. So this is what I have left. Probably could have gone with a lot less of scoop. So again, I like a more wet lather, so very nice, very shiny lather, which is what we want. Get maximum slickness, and I'll tell you what, the slickness was out of this world. Good. Yeah, the only soap that's been as slick as that was the Icarus base. Which one's slicker? Can't say it right now. That's how close it is. I'll literally have to finish doing my reviews on these soaps and go back and lather up an Icarus on my last one and test it that way. So, but I just want to show you guys this video, so I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, that was a fun shave. I really enjoyed that, even though I didn't say too much. I was pretty much speechless. This soap really surprised me. West Coast Shaving. Thanks for releasing it. Catie's Bubbles, phenomenal soap base. I have to say thank you to both of those guys. Great scent, great soap base. Just to review what we used: the Feather SS with a Feather Pro Guard blade on its first use. The Excalibur Rustics, 24mm synthetic. This is the cashmere knot. We followed up with Royal Fougere by Asylum in the aftershave, and then we took some Penhaligon balm, infused it with some English Fern, and then quite a few sprays of English Fern to top off. So overall, just a great Fougere day. This is my first use of the cream. I'm not going to give a rating yet, but what I will say is this comes in 4-ounce tubs. The soap comes in 5-ounce tubs. There is a difference in price. These are less expensive. That is more expensive. The other thing I forgot to mention, this is a vegan soap base, which is another reason why this surprises me so much. My general experience is that tallow soaps will perform better. So, yeah, looking forward to the next two shaves. I've got Oriental and Chypre. Chypre was the one I was most excited for, so I'm saving it for last, of course. But yeah, if you haven't checked them out, westcoastshaving.com is a place to go to check these soaps out. And if you haven't checked us out at the Shaving Cadre, www.theshavingcadre.com. Hope to see you there. I'm Dagwoodz. Check out all the conversations and videos and everything else we got going on. And it's a great group of guys. Hope to see you there. And peace.